I got about 100 cars. But right here, we like to call this the Sweet 16. Lambo, Ferrari, Maybach, a Maybach, whatever you want to call it. The Maybach truck or Maybach truck, whatever you want to call it. I got options. I don't know what I want to take out tonight. Take this. I'm gonna hit the girl collection. I'll see you guys at my strip club.
Why does Floyd Mayweather, or why would anyone need 100 cars? Last I checked, you can only drive one car at a time. So what possible reason could you have, besides being on the fast track to bankruptcy, what possible reason could you come up with to justify having 100 cars? No wonder Floyd Mayweather is almost broke. No wonder we keep hearing rumors that he is on the verge of bankruptcy. You want to know one of the ways that rich people stay rich? They don't invest their money in depreciating assets, which means they don't invest their money in anything with a combustion engine or jewelry. When I was growing up in the 90s and 2000s, extravagance was mainstream. Celebrities were flaunting their wealth. Rappers were bragging about their money. Money, hoes, cars, and clothes. That's how all my partners roll. 24-inch rims, TVs in the headrest, flaunting the fact that we're flying commercial while they're chartering flights. The extravagant lifestyle, a life of excess, it was mainstream. Back then, when I would watch their videos on MTV, my dad used to tell me all the time, "A fool and his money will soon part." As I have gotten older, I've come to the realization that my dad is usually right. And he was damn sure right about a fool and his money. If you don't believe me, just look at Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather has never been viewed as a brilliant scholar or a wise philosopher. Hell, I don't know if Floyd Mayweather even knows how to read. But there is one thing that he is really good at doing. To his credit, Floyd Mayweather knows how to make money. Problem is, that is only half the battle. There are a lot of people who know how to make money. The question is, can you keep it? You see, for 10, 15 years, Floyd Mayweather has carefully cultivated this image. Look at me, I'm Money Mayweather. I still rep with them racks out. Got $250,000 in my Louis bag if you want to know what that sack bout. I'll tell you who wants to know what that sack bout. Not only does he want to know, once he finds out what it's about, he's going to confiscate everything inside, and he's going to take the sack too, just because he can. Most people refer to him as Uncle Sam, but the check Floyd Mayweather will soon be writing to him, it will be made out to the Internal Revenue Service. Floyd Mayweather has cultivated this image of Money Mayweather. In terms of entertainment, that's fine. But if you're gonna be Money Mayweather, you better be damn sure that you're watching your money. And Floyd Mayweather, he made the one mistake that you cannot make as a billionaire. Floyd Mayweather allowed someone else to control his money. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Link to the second channel is in the description below. Today on the second channel, I'm going to be talking about the decline of boxing. Well, boxing is no longer in decline. It's officially dead. Johnny Manziel made his boxing debut last night in a fight that was almost as bad as his NFL career. I'll show you the highlights, for lack of a better word, and explain why I think it is too late to save the sport of boxing. So if you haven't already, click the link in the description below, subscribe to the second channel. Headline at ESPN: Mayweather suing former associate in alleged $175 million fraud scheme. From my understanding, Floyd Mayweather allowed someone named Jonah Rechnitz or Johnny Rechnitz, whatever their name is. Floyd Mayweather allowed them to essentially control his finances. According to the artist formerly known as Money, Jonah Rechnitz earned Floyd Mayweather's trust over a period of years. Or as Floyd Mayweather would call it, he became one of the homies. You want to know the fastest way to bankruptcy? Give one of the homies control of your money. Give someone with no money control of your money. Eventually, the roles will reverse. Instead of them working for you, you will end up working for them. And you won't know it until it's too late. The vast majority of the $175 million in this alleged fraud scheme, it was tied into jewelry, also known as what fools waste their money on. According to Floyd Mayweather, the homie exchanged almost $100 million worth of jewelry for $13 million in cash. What? Excuse me? You mean to tell me you spent $100 million on jewelry? A depreciating asset? No wonder you're broke. You can blame the homie all you want, but Floyd Mayweather has no one to blame but himself. Again, he has cultivated this image of Money Mayweather, which means when Floyd Mayweather is traveling, he's spending $10,000, $15,000 a night for hotels and staying for weeks at a time. He's paying the bill for his entire entourage. He also has to pay for security. This dude's probably spending $200,000 a week, and that's just for room and board. That does not include all the money spent while he's there. We're talking $1 million a month on travel alone. That is not sustainable. Floyd Mayweather could do that when he was fighting twice a year. He could afford to do that when he was making $200, $300, $400 million a year. But Floyd Mayweather hasn't had a major fight since Conor McGregor back in 2017. That was almost 10 years ago. But Uncle KC, he's coming out of retirement. He's scheduling fights again. Floyd Mayweather will be rich again. Floyd Mayweather is 49 years old. This dude was a boring boxer when he was in his prime. He was never Mike Tyson. He was never a knockout boxer. He wasn't someone who has a highlight reel of memorable moments. Floyd Mayweather was more of a defensive fighter. He wore his opponents down. Think about it. Name a memorable knockout from Floyd Mayweather's career. Most of his fights ended in a decision. With Conor McGregor, their fight generated $370 million in pay-per-view revenue. He generated $400 million with Manny Pacquiao. 5 years ago, when Floyd Mayweather fought Logan Paul, $50 million. Throughout his career, Floyd Mayweather has generated almost $2 billion in pay-per-view revenue alone. He's the only athlete I can think of that became a billionaire without endorsement deals. Damn near all of his money was made through boxing. I know it seems unfathomable for a billionaire to be on the verge of bankruptcy, but when you're irresponsible, when you're a frivolous spender, it does not take long for you to go broke. $7.3 million in unpaid taxes, almost $1 million in unpaid child support. If Floyd Mayweather was still a billionaire, it should be no problem to pay those bills. Hell, I would imagine the IRS would confiscate their money if they could find it, if Floyd Mayweather had it. Obviously, I am no billionaire. Hell, Uncle KC's not even a millionaire. But YouTube has been very good to me. I make significantly more money today than I have at any other point in my life. I remember working at my old job. I remember struggling financially, and I would think to myself, if I just had an extra $1,000 a month, I'd be okay. If I had an extra $500 a week, I could save money. My first 2 years of making real money, it's amazing how quick I forgot about the struggle. I went out and bought a $60,000 Forerunner. I never checked my bank account. I was buying whatever I wanted. I was making more money than ever, and I was technically living paycheck to paycheck because I wasn't saving anything. Then God gave me a wake-up call. All of a sudden, the foundation of my house was essentially washing away. $30,000. 1 month later, the air conditioner went out in the middle of summer. $20,000. Several other seemingly minor things happened, and next thing I know, I'm looking at $75,000 in debt. To make matters worse, AI farms flooded the platform last year. Now, thankfully, YouTube addressed the problem and views and revenue have returned to normal this year, but last year was a struggle. Revenue was down 30%, and it was down at the worst possible time for me because I had a mountain of debt to pay off. I had two choices. I could keep being irresponsible, or I could wake the hell up and start taking better care of my money. Now, almost all our debt is paid off. But the point is, it doesn't matter how much money you make, whether you're making 60,000, 600,000, or 600 million. It's not about what you bring in, it's about what goes out. I hope Floyd Mayweather can recoup his losses. It's one thing to be poor. Being poor sucks, but like John Calipari said 5 or 6 months ago, what's even worse than being poor is coming into money and going back to being poor, which is exactly what's going to happen to Floyd Mayweather if he doesn't wake up. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys later.